Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. I want to save my soul.
Shining Stars game tonight. Westfield, Zionsville. Westfield looking for an 11th straight win over the Zionsville Eagles. Good evening, folks. I'm Rowan Elbert. We have a fun night of football ahead. Let's look at the quarterback matchup. Jackson Gilbert is having one heck of a year. 10 total touchdowns, only 1 interception. He's been using both his feet and his arm to get scores, and he looks incredible. On the other hand, Zionsville, Luke Murphy, the senior, finally getting his opportunity after he was the full-time starter his sophomore year. And so far in action, 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Zionsville 2-0, Westfield 2-0. Zionsville coming off a 31-3 win over Lebanon. Westfield coming off a thrilling 59-58 win over Lawrence Central. And for the keys of the game for Westfield, I would say overall, just in the secondary, stop Eugene Hilton any way you can. Eugene Hilton, the son of NFL legend T.Y. Hilton. Limit him in any way you possibly can. And for Zionsville, my key to the game is stack the box, because I think Westfield is going to be having a very heavy running attack tonight with Jackson Gilbert using his feet to run, and also Kendall Garnett coming off a 42 carry game. It should be a good one, and Westfield looking for an 11th straight win. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the Shining Stars game. Westfield looking for an 11th straight win in this contest. Good evening, folks. I'm Rowan Elbert here with my partner, Callie Stigler. It's going to be a fun night of football here at Zionsville. But let's go back to last year's matchup before we talk about anything else. Westfield picking up a 23-16 victory led by quarterback Cole Ballard, now with the Kansas Jayhawks. What do you expect from this matchup, Callie, that would be way different than last year?
You know, I expect a different. Westfield has been very different this year, so I expect a little bit more better from Westfield, maybe a little more points on the board than what we did last year against Zionsville.
Yeah, and to add to that, I think the run game is going to be a huge part of tonight's game. Last week against Lawrence Central, an absolute thriller. Kendall Garnett had 42 carries for 188 yards, and he had the game-winning touchdown and two-point conversion. So Kendall Garnett, he did have a cramp in that game, but he should be good to go now, and I expect him to have a huge part in this game. Jackson Gilbert also had 16 carries last week against Lawrence Central. But speaking of, let's talk about Jackson Gilbert real quickly. This year, he has thrown 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 412 yards, and a 63% completion percentage, and 6 rushing touchdowns. You expect that dominance to continue tonight?
Yeah, I expect his dominance and Kendall Garnett's dominance tonight because we were unstoppable basically last game versus Lawrence Central, so I expect very much more from Jackson Gilbert tonight.
And let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Let's talk about Anthony Feltrinelli. He is having one of the best years of his high school career, probably the best year of his high school career. 20 tackles on the year so far, and he's been the dog, the leader of this linebacking core. Over under 15 tackles tonight for Anthony Feltrinelli.
I'm going to go over. I think Zionsville's going to try to avoid him as most as possible, but I think Anthony reads the field really well, and he's a great leader tonight. So I think he's going to have over 15 tackles.
And I do want to talk about some key players for Zionsville on the defensive side of the ball. Luke Pinola leading the team with tackles with 24, and half of those are solo tackles. That's very impressive. He has been really their best linebacker throughout the entire season. And also, Finn Esley has been incredible, a senior defensive end. He's really been the best player on this team with 14 tackles on the year and 2 sacks, and both of those coming in the Pike game. And as last week they beat Lebanon 31-3. So this Zionsville team, people underestimate that defense, but they've shown this season that they could shut you out and they can, just shut you down completely.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup between these two teams tonight. Westfield really struggled last week, and I'm going to ask you, Ro, what do you think they need to do this time to kind of avoid what they did last time versus Lawrence Central on the defensive side?
I think it's just a matter of not making mental errors. We saw a lot of mental errors last week with the Jackson Floyd tipped pass, and then also going in the third quarter, tackling the guy. Was he down? Was he not? Runs all the way for a touchdown. I think avoiding mental errors, but not only that, I would say the secondary needs to improve a lot. And I would say a lot, but I would say this secondary, they are looking for a bounce back in a big way. Jake Good, you know that he's way too good to have, I guess, just another off night. I think Jake Good's going to be locked down tonight. We might see him guarding Eugene Hilton, which would be a huge matchup. But let's talk about Zionsville, their running back core. They kind of have a running back by committee type of thing with 2 guys getting the blunt of the carries, Sam Manna and Case Anderson. Also, you could see Mar Walker getting a little bit of reps at running back. Sam Manna, the sophomore, he's been getting the majority of the reps at running back. Westfield, do you think they have to worry about Zionsville's run game? Do you think they should stack the box a lot, or what do you think?
I mean, it's going to kind of be like what Zionsville comes out with in the first couple of plays. I can't predict right now if they are going to. It's going to really come down to what happens in the first quarter and how Westfield adjusts to that for the rest of the game.
Now let's get a score prediction. I'm going to start with you, Callie. What is your score prediction for tonight's contest?
I'm going to go 35-14 Westfield on top.
Wow. And I'm going to give mine, I'm going to say 42-10 Westfield. I think for an 11th straight year, the Shining Stars trophy is coming home to Westfield. And it's going to be off of the arm of Jackson Gilbert, but not only that, but his rushing ability as well. I could totally see him throwing 2 touchdowns and also rushing for 2 touchdowns. I think that's very much in the cards tonight. But we have a fun one ahead. Shining Stars game. This is a huge rivalry, and the fans here on a sunny day in Zionsville, Indiana are here to support their teams. It's going to be a fun one. We will be back for the opening kickoff. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff just underway, and a big rivalry game at that tonight. Shining Stars game between the Westfield Shamrocks and the Zionsville Eagles. And let's go to the quarterback situation for Zionsville, sorry. Luke Murphy in at quarterback. He was the full-time starter his sophomore year, and last year he got minimal action, but he threw 0 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. This year, 3 touchdowns to 3 interceptions as Westfield will kick off. Brody Bame on to kick.
Yeah, Westfield and Zionsville kind of have a quarterback situation. Both quarterbacks really didn't see action last year, so they kind of both new are in full-time action for this season.
And Eugene Hilton back deep to receive, and you may recognize that last name. Son of NFL legend T.Y. Hilton. We don't want to overstate it too much because it's kind of obvious, but it's very important. Bame on to kick this rivalry game off on a sunny night in Zionsville, Indiana. And we are underway as Bame lets this one fly into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Zionsville taking over at their own 20-yard line. Here comes Luke Murphy and the Zionsville Eagles. Let's go back to last week for Zionsville, a 31-3 win over Lebanon. Eugene Hilton with a touchdown grab in the end zone for his second of the year, and he had hard contact hitting the pole head on after the touchdown, but he is all good after that. He is back on the field, and it's going to be very fun watching him do his thing tonight. Westfield with 4 up front. It looks like it's Vondersar, Goodfine, Ola, and Larsh. As Zionsville is moving to the left hash mark. Zionsville in the black uniforms tonight. The black uniforms with the gray lettering, kind of like the Las Vegas Raiders of the NFL. Raiders with 4 receivers outright. Murphy taking the snap, screen pass right to Eugene Hilton, and Hilton gets stopped by a sea of light, and the football is out! And Westfield has it. Deacon King with the recovery. And that is going to be a turnover. Deacon King on the fumble recovery.
There's no better start for Westfield than this. They had a 4-man back, and Westfield read that perfectly.
Deacon King, this guy has offers from Central Michigan. He had a visit with Purdue, and look at him now. A second straight week with a fumble recovery, or he forced a fumble last week. It was Drew Law recovering, and now Westfield takes over at the Zionsville 19-yard line on the left hash mark. Gilbert out there at quarterback, and Nosler and Garnett with him. 2 receivers right, Bo Braun, the lone man left. Zionsville 4 up front. 2 linebackers, Gilbert taking the snap, high snap, hands it off to Garnett. Garnett gets a little bit of yardage as he ran it left, and he gets to about the 18-yard line, and that is going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for Westfield. 2nd and 9, actually. 2nd down and 9 for Westfield from the 18. Gilbert claps his hands for the snap. Doesn't get it. Looks to his right. Zionsville with 4 up front. Gilbert taking the snap. Hands it off to Garnett again. Garnett powering his way towards the middle of the field. He's got the 1st down at the Zionsville 9-yard line.
Yeah, those are the kind of rushes that Garnett can use because they're short yardage, but they're very powerful.
Kendall Garnett, he was the hero last week, looking to do it again this week in the biggest rivalry game there is here. 1st down for Westfield at the 8-yard line. Gilbert taking the snap, hands it off to Garnett again. Garnett gets stopped by a swarm of black at around the 6-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 2. And it looked like Colton Cooper, the linebacker, was in on the stop. That is going to bring up 2nd down and goal for Westfield at the 6-yard line. Parker not the lone man left for Westfield. 4 up front for Zionsville. Gilbert taking the snap. Gives it to Garnett. Garnett powering his way through. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Kendall Garnett with touchdown number 3 on the season for him, and the Westfield Shamrocks take an early 6-0 lead.
Yeah, we needed that, and that just boosts their momentum because, last week they were kind of trailing most of the game, so that's what Westfield needed.
Brody Bame, to kick this one on the PAT. Jackson Gilbert holding. Zionsville with 3 back. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is high and good right down the middle. And the Westfield Shamrocks, with 10:25 left in the first quarter, are already firing on all cylinders with a 7-0 lead. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. And we are back after an incredible drive by Westfield, taking a 7-0 lead after the Deacon King fumble recovery after Eugene Hilton fumbled the football. Back deep to receive is Eugene Hilton, and also probably their number 2 receiver, Ryan Skura, the senior. So that is going to be a pretty lethal tandem returning kicks. Brody Bame on to kick off for Westfield per usual. Brody Bame has been Mr. Reliable. He's kicked pretty much all of his kickoffs into the back of the end zone. Let's see him do it again as we are underway with more action. Eugene Hilton gets into the end zone. They're going to whistle the play dead, and that means Zionsville will take over at the 20-yard line. And Eugene Hilton, let's go back to last year against Westfield. Although Westfield did pick up the win, he had a heck of a ball game. A 23-17 win for Westfield, but he had 9 receptions, 144 yards, a touchdown, and a couple of Moss catches. I mean, Eugene Hilton is, you may think the last name holds a lot of value and popularity, but he's a legit ball player. Zionsville at the 20-yard line, Westfield 4 up front, 2 linebackers. Murphy taking the snap, hands it off to Mana. Actually, he himself on the read option, cocks it right to the 21-yard line before being stopped. It looked like he handed it off to Seth Mana, but he did not. So that will bring up 2nd down and 5 for Zionsville at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Eugene Hilton had a good block right there that made the quarterback get more yards there.
Zionsville at the 25-yard line, right hash mark. 10:18 left in the first quarter. Westfield, 4 up front. Receivers left. Hilton motioning left, and we have movement up front. And let's see what the call is here. It is going to be a false start on Zionsville. That is going to push them back 5 yards.
Yeah, Eugene was in motion, and then everybody started moving before the ball was snapped.
2nd down and 10 now. What was a 2nd down and manageable becomes a 2nd down and long, just with 1 penalty. 3 receivers left for Zionsville. Murphy has Mana in the backfield with him. And we have some discussion with the officials. And a substitution is made for Zionsville. It was Brady Jung coming into the game for Riley Bumgarner. 3 receivers left for Zionsville at the 20-yard line. Murphy taking the snap. Dancing in the pocket. He got hit hard. Mana did, but he rolls to his left. He's got a man at the left hash mark at the 38, and that is caught. And that is Scora, and that's going to be a Zionsville first down.
Yeah, they just kind of lost him right there. He got in a space where he was kind of in front, and there was a defender behind. So Westfield kind of got to keep an eye out for that.
Yes, Scora wide open on that play. Zionsville first and 10 at their own 38-yard line with 10:05 left in the first quarter. Two receivers right for Zionsville. Ooh, and we have movement up front. Looks like it's going to be on Von der Sar, but we will see the official call. And it is going to be offsides on Westfield. It was Colton Von der Sar jumping a little bit too early.
Yeah, you know, penalties are the thing that are going to kill an offense or a defense, so we got to be on point with that.
First down and 10 for Zionsville at the 43-yard line, their own 43-yard line. Westfield 4 up front. Murphy taking the snap. Has plenty of time to throw. Throws over the middle, and it's over the head of his receiver at around the 25-yard line. Good coverage by Deacon King, and that was intended for Mason Riggins.
That could have been dangerous if it was caught.
He tried to put it where only Riggins could catch it, but he did it a little bit too far, just overthrowing him a tad. And by a tad, I mean a lot. Second down and 10 for Zionsville at the 43-yard line on the left hash. Anna once again in at running back. Murphy takes the snap. Blitz coming from Von der Sar. He fakes the give, throws right on the screen pass on the right hash mark, and the runner, Baumgartner, gets to the 50-yard line. And we have some discussion here amongst both teams. But it looks like it's going to be a first down for Zionsville at the 51-yard line.
Yeah, Zionsville wanted a late hit there, but he tried to get up and run, so that wouldn't have been a late hit call.
At the 49-yard line, Jackson Floyd on the tackle. So we are now in Westfield territory, right hash mark 49-yard line. Murphy receiving the snap. Pressure coming from Bulla. He has to take off, and he will be sacked on the right hash mark by Sam Bulla, and Hunter Larsh also came in on the stop. Sam Bulla, man, what explosiveness.
Yeah, that's what we need more of tonight. We need sacks because, you know, Zionsville's going to try to look deep for passes to Hilton.
That will be a loss of 3, it looks like, which brings up second down and 13 for Zionsville. Sam Bulla with the sack number 2 on the year. Yeah, they sacked just like that in the Carmel sectional game last year. Murphy taking the snap. Hands it off to Mana. Mana cocking left. Gets to the 45. He is stopped by a swarm of white, but it looks like Andrew Liskey was the main one in on the stop as he wrapped him down. And that brings up 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a good read from Liskey right there. He was there right as he, like, really turned. So that's what we need to see from Westfield because last week they struggled on D, and this is really a good start for the Westfield D tonight.
Hunter Larsh coming out of the game for Westfield. Means the only players up front are Goodvine, Bulla, and Von der Sar, which obviously very key players on this team. 3rd and 15 for Zionsville at their own 45-yard line. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming. He gets stripped up by Goodvine, sheds a tackler, rolls right, and he's got Eugene Hilton at the 45-yard line on the right hash mark. And he makes the catch, and he's stopped by Drew Law. Did he get the first down, though? That is the question.
It looks like it's going to be 4th and about 2.
Yep, 4th and 2. Do they go for it here? This is kind of like a dead area where it's kind of questionable whether you go for it or not. We'll see if they go for it here, though.
It looks like Zionsville is going for it.
4th and 3 for Zionsville. Murphy looks like he's trying to do a hard count. This is a pretty gutsy call in the very beginning of a game, but it's a rivalry game, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Zionsville at their own 42. Murphy taking the snap. hands it off to Anderson, and it looks like Anderson has the first down as he trucked his way to about the 38-yard line. So Case Anderson, the senior, getting the first down for Zionsville. And the decision to go for the fourth down conversion pays off in a big-time way, keeps the drive alive in Westfield territory. 2 receivers left for Zionsville. Hilton, the lone man right. Murphy trying to go for a hard count. Looks to his right. Westfield has 4 up front. And a flag is down, and let's wait for the official call. And that one's going against Zionsville for a delay of game, and that makes it a 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 for Zionsville.
Yeah, they really couldn't figure out what play they were running there, it looks like. They were trying to look to the sideline, but Westfield just needs to make a stop on this play because they have 15 yards.
First and 15 for Zionsville at the Westfield 42. Murphy taking the high snap. Vondersar coming with the pressure, throws right to Hilton on the screen pass. He gets to the 35, and he is stopped just shy of the 30-yard line outside the numbers. It looked like Goodvine was in on the stop of Hilton, but Eugene Hilton, if you want to count the catch that he fumbled, that would be reception number 2 for Eugene Hilton.
Yeah, he just did a small, slip screen, and that's what they're probably going to look for in Eugene Hilton today.
Hilton very effective on the screen passes, as we've seen so far. First and 10 for the Eagles at the Westfield 38. Like this drive has been going on forever, and quite frankly, it has because of the penalties and also just Zionsville taking advantage of opportunities. Murphy taking the snap, jet sweep to Hilton. Hilton motioning left, and he is stopped on the left hash mark just shy of the 30-yard line. It looks like he got a very short gain.
Eugene Hilton has really been their offense this drive. He's been gaining them 5-10 yards at a time, so Westfield really needs to control where Hilton is going.
So no gain on the play, Zionsville. That brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles. On the left hash mark, Murphy looking towards the sideline, awaiting the play call. At the 37-yard line, it looks like. Murphy taking the snap, rolls right, Vondersar with the pressure. He's got a man, it's Riggins, and he makes the catch. Did he get the first down? It's going to be close.
Looks like he was just short there.
Just short, 4th down and short. I think if you went for it last time, you have to go for it this time.
Yeah. It's more manageable here than it was, so it's definitely they're going for it here.
Yep, at the, looks like the 28-yard line in Westfield territory on the right hash mark, and that a timeout being called. It looks like a timeout for Zionsville, or an official's timeout, sorry, and already this has been quite the game as Westfield took advantage of a Zionsville turnover, but Zionsville striking right back, getting into Westfield territory. What has been, I guess, on defense, what has been different from last week for Westfield so far?
I mean, they're getting sacks, and they're reading really where the wide receivers are going. They're making those stops that we really needed them to see, and they're bringing pressure on the Luke Murphy, so he really has to make a quick decision. So I think if Westfield can keep putting pressure on him, it's going to be a great game.
It's mainly been, and they're actually bringing out the chain, and by the looks of it, they're going to call it a Zionsville first down. And I know our view is pretty conflicted, but I don't know about that. I mean, our view is pretty conflicted, to be fair, but what are your thoughts?
I mean, from up here, it looks like he was a yard short, so I don't know. The chains could be a little more moved over there, so I don't know, but it's going to be a Zionsville first down.
That's a huge penalty. That puts Zionsville in a great position to score first down at the 28-yard line in Westfield territory. That puts them in a great position. Mason Riggins, second reception of the day back there. Murphy in the gun, Hilton motioning left, and he took the snap, but the flag is down. On the pitch, Eugene Hilton took the snap on the jet sweep. We will see what the call is.
It's a false start on Zionsville.
If a 5-yard penalty on Zionsville. So once again, the second false start penalty on Zionsville. They did have a delay of game earlier, so make it 3 penalties for Zionsville. But Westfield cannot take advantage of these opportunities. They are given to them.
Yeah, this is really when and in their territory, Westfield needs to make those stops.
And we have another timeout being called by the officials, it looks like. As we saw him blow his whistle, signal for a timeout.
It looked like a bench warning for Westfield.
Bench warning for Westfield. Here we go, 1st and 15 for Zionsville. At what looks like to be about the 35-yard line. Murphy hands it off to Anderson. Anderson gets to about the 30-yard line before being stopped by, it looks like, Micah Webster.
Yeah, Hilton is back in, so I think they're going to use him more because we really haven't seen a pass completed that wasn't to Hilton. So I think Zionsville's really relying on Hilton right now.
We have Casey Graybill coming in at middle linebacker in for Anthony Feltrinelli. We've seen time and time again throughout this season, Andrew Liskey, he's kind of been like a third linebacker out there. And we've seen him line up a DB like he's doing right now, but he can play that third linebacker spot pretty well. 2nd down and 12, Murphy taking the snap, pressure coming, and he gets sacked at the 35-yard line. And by the looks of it, it looked like Micah Webster got the stop. And Sam Bulla was also in on that too, so they're going to give him half of a sack more than likely, which this brings up 3rd down and 18, but Sam Bulla already having quite the day.
Yeah, Sam Bulla is bringing the pressure, and that's what we want to see for Westfield.
3 receivers left, Hilton the lone man right. That's Aaron Bolus, the wide receiver on the field guarding Hilton. 3rd and 18, Murphy taking the snap. Rolls right because of the pressure outside the numbers at the 38. William Goodvine with the sack. The Miami of Ohio commit, William Goodvine, getting the stop at Zionsville. That brings up 4th down and about 20 for them. And that takes them out of field goal range.
Yeah, you know, William Goodvine, he knows when it's time to bring the pressure, and he is bringing the pressure tonight.
That is a huge stop. William Goodvine, sack number 1 on the year. 11 tackles on the year for Goodvine coming into this game. And punting is Trevor Henkel for Zionsville. Gets the snap. This one is going to be aired out to the rolls to the back of the end zone for a touchback. It was Andrew Liskey back deep to receive. 1:46 left in the first quarter, and the Westfield Shamrocks, a very clutch defensive effort, holding down up front on the D-line, just holding it down. William Goodvine with the sack, Sam Bull with the sack. It was a sack party for the Westfield Shamrocks in that drive.
Yeah, it's what we needed. We need sacks, so that's bringing the pressure on Luke Murphy. And I think if we keep bringing that pressure, he's going to keep going down.
Westfield at the 20-yard line. As we look at the O-line, Avery Hudgens out tonight. Tristan Cook-Dennis in. Tristan Cook-Dennis, one of our very own on the Westfield Sports Show. 1st down and 10. Gilbert taking the snap. Hands it off to Garnett, and Garnett gets tripped up at around the 25-yard line on the left hash mark. Make it a gain of about 5, so that will bring up 2nd down and 5 for Westfield. Grant Coleman with 10 tackles on the season going into this game, and he's got number 11 right there. Gilbert taking the high snap. Firing deep over the middle. He's got Max Stouser. It's picked off as he tipped it. Max Nosler unable to bring it in, and Zionsville capitalizes with an interception. And that is just very unfortunate. Jackson Gilbert, his second interception of the year, and you can't really blame him for it.
Yeah, that's a hard catch. You know, Gilbert had that high snap and pressure, so that's not what we want to see in and really for the first long drive for Westfield.
It looked like Nolan Osterling was in on the interception. It looks like that was him who capitalized off of Nosler tipping that pass, which brings up first down and 10 for Zionsville at the Westfield 40. Westfield showing blitz with like Graybill and Feltrinelli are out there at linebacker. Murphy taking the snap, hands it off to Mana. Mana powers his way to about the 37-yard line before being stopped by a swarm of white.
Yeah, you know, defense really didn't get a break there, so they're a little tired, but they're going to keep doing their thing.
And Sam Mana, he is a guy that really, he's been in this RB committee this season, but he's been getting the majority of the carries tonight.
Yeah.
And he's has 21 carries going into this game, but Chase Anderson has gotten the ball mainly on 3rd and 4th down, but 2nd down and 7 with less than 30 seconds to go in the first quarter at the 37-yard line. Murphy taking the snap, hands it off to Mana. Mana cocking left, gets to the 35. He's got room to run at the 30, and he gets stopped out of bounds left side at about the 20-yard line. A big carry by Sam Mana makes it first down and 10 for Zionsville in the red zone.
Yeah, he just got through a hole and kept going. Westfield's lucky that he stepped out.
And now Zionsville in the red zone at what looks to be about the 18-yard line on the left hash mark. Westfield 4 up front, 2 receivers right for Zionsville. Murphy taking the snap, hands it off to Mana again, but this time Mana is going to be stopped pretty shortly after that by a sea of white. That brings up 2nd down and medium for Zionsville. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And the Westfield Shamrocks, a 7-0 lead over the Zionsville Eagles, but Zionsville marching their way down the field in the red zone. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network.
I was walking out one evening.
And we are back. Beginning of the second quarter, the Zionsville Eagles at the Westfield 16-yard line in the red zone left hash mark. If you're just now joining us, Deacon King forced a fumble and recovered. And then Westfield scored on a Kendall Garnett rushing touchdown, but Zionsville, after a Jackson Gilbert interception, are marching as Murphy takes the snap, pressure coming. He has to escape the pocket. Gets a spin move right at the 20-yard line, and he is sacked by Drew Law. Law had a fumble recovery last week and now a sack this week on the right hash mark at the 20-yard line. That brings up 3rd down and long for Zionsville.
Yeah, that's what we need, really. Their defense is recovering from what offense did in that last drive.
Okay. 3rd down and 11 for Zionsville at the 20-yard line. Westfield showing blitz, 3 receivers left. Hilton, the lone man, right. Murphy getting the snap, pressure coming, dancing in the pocket, rolls to his right, has to backpedal, fires deep in the end zone, and it's, almost intercepted by Deacon King as Luke Murphy just aired it out to the back of the end zone for anyone to grab it, and Deacon King almost got a hand on it, but it's tipped. But still, 4th down nonetheless.
Yeah, that was a good play. We brought the pressure, and he just threw it up, and Deacon King was right there. It was kind of tipped, and then it was almost caught, but it ended up falling in the end zone.
Trevor Hinkle on to kick for Zionsville. What looks to be about with the 10 yards added, it looks to be about a 37-yard kick. Hinkle, his kick is up, and it is good, which makes it a 7-3 ball game. And after Zionsville had some heartbreak at the very beginning of the game with Deacon King getting a turnover, Deacon King almost struck again, but they are able to just barely avoid it and get some points on the board.
Yeah, 3 points is good for Zionsville, but Westfield needs to stop them, and it was close right there with Deacon King's almost interception.
I thought he had it. You heard me. I thought he had it.
Yeah, I kind of did too. I saw his hands and I was like, oh, and then it just got tipped. And Deacon King would have been making 2 plays, really big plays on the defensive side.
We mentioned earlier the Division I offers he has from Central Michigan and also a visit with Purdue. I don't know for sure if he's officially offered or not, but I think after a 2-turnover game, I think the offers may have just been coming in yet again. But Trevor Hinkle is kicking off for Zionsville at the 40-yard line. And Kendall Garnett and Andrew Liskey are back deep to receive. Here we go. 10:58 left in the first half. Westfield up 7-3 if you're just now joining us. And Hinkle kicks this one off. Andrew Liskey's going to get it in the end zone, and they're going to call the touchback. So that means the Westfield Shamrocks take over at the 20-yard line. Jackson Gilbert, that interception back there, you can't really blame it on him, but that makes it his 2nd interception on the year.
Yeah, you can't really think about it right now because that really just ruins your mental game. So Jackson Gilbert just needs to keep continuing what he was doing.
And Max Nosler, a guy that very rarely something like that happens. He has 6 receptions on the year so far. Almost got a 7th right there. Left hash mark, 20-yard line, 3 receivers right. Zionsville with 5 up front. Gilbert taking the high snap, fires right on the screen pass to Parker, not on the right hash mark, 20, and he gets stopped very shortly by Max Pashensky, which brings up 2nd down and 10. Max Fantasy, sorry. But that brings up 2nd down and 10 for Westfield. No gain, right hash mark. Gilbert taking the snap, high snap again. Hands off to Garnett. Garnett sheds a tackler, gets to the 22 before being wrapped down by what looks like to be Finn Esley. And Finn Esley has been a beast all year. 14 tackles going into this game.
Yeah, maybe the high snaps are not what Gilbert wants, so I think if you're the center, you got to get him lower for him because that could be affecting his game.
3rd down and 8 for Westfield at the 18-yard line. Gilbert taking the snap, fires left, and it's intercepted yet again. It's headed for Bo Braun, right sideline, and would you look at that? Brady Peterson reading that perfectly and picking off Bo Braun, beating him out, and now Zionsville in the red zone looking to score again.
Yeah, that's not a good start for Jackson Gilbert.
Peterson steps out of the line of the 1st and goal for the Eagles.
And I know it's really hard to say, but this Zionsville crowd is so loud. They're so ready for this rivalry game that we can barely hear ourselves talk.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear you talk sometimes, Rome, but Jackson Gilbert, you know, that's going to kind of, he's thrown too, so that's going to kind of linger in his mind. So he just needs to get rid of that. You know, pressure is coming to him. So let's see what really Zionsville can do, and Westfield needs to stop him here.
And we saw on the sideline, Coach T.Y. for Zionsville loved that. Of course, T.Y. Hilton now on the Zionsville coaching staff, which with his time away from the NFL after his last stint with the Dallas Cowboys, makes a lot of sense. And a face mask penalty after the play. I did not even catch it. Now puts Zionsville inside the 5-yard line. Would turn into a lot of momentum going in Westfield's favor, turned into a disaster with 9:51 left in the first half. A 7-3 Westfield lead, but Murphy and the Eagles inside the 5-yard line. Murphy gets the snap, hands off to Anderson. Anderson dives for the end zone. It looks like he was just short. Case Anderson was down on the right hash mark 1, but dove for the end zone, did not get it, so that brings up 2nd down and goal for Zionsville at the inside the 2-yard line. Zionsville only 2 receivers, Hilton and Skura. Murphy taking the snap, hand off to Anderson again, and he plows his way in for the touchdown. He got a hole on the right side, and he took advantage of it. Case Anderson making it a 9-7 Zionsville lead.
Yeah, you know, the Zionsville crowd is loving it up here. You know, that's as soon as he went in, the crowd was wild. So, what do you think Westfield has to do with the last 9 minutes in the half?
I think I think it's quite simple. I think you need to go back to the run game. It's worked all day. But Trevor Hinkle for the PAT. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up. It is good, making it a 10-7 ball game. The Zionsville Eagles looking to end the streak and take home the Shining Stars trophy. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. Coming back for break, Zionsville kicking off to Westfield after a Jackson Gilbert interception. It's a 10-7 Zionsville lead with 9:14 left in the second quarter. Trevor Hinkle kicking off. And Liskey gets it in the end zone, but it rolls towards the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gilbert coming back out there after throwing 2 interceptions. What do you think the mindset is like for him in this?
You know, the mindset's definitely down. Not what he wanted, but I think you just have to get rid of that mindset right now and start it with a fresh mindset. You know, the mindset was good when they got a touchdown, but it kind of, when you throw 2 picks, but Jackson really just needs to get in a good mindset, because that could, if he's not, that could really destroy the game for him.
They have to trust him. He had 7 total touchdowns last week. No picks. 20-yard line. Gilbert taking the snap. Hand off to Garnett. Garnett shedding a tackler. Gets to the 25. And just shy of the 30-yard line at about the 27. He finally gets stopped by the man on the interception, Brady Peterson, which brings up 2nd down and 3 for Westfield. Or 2nd down and 4, sorry. Ben Esley was also in on the stop. 2 receivers right. Gilbert taking the high snap again. Gilbert rolling to his right. And his pass is tipped, intended for Bo Braun. And on the tip was Grant Coleman, who had a tackle earlier in the game. But Coleman once again making a very clutch defensive play. 3rd and 3 for Westfield. So I was right the first time. 3rd down and 3 for Westfield at their own 27-yard line. Gilbert taking the snap. Pressure coming from Coleman. Fires left towards Garnett. And Garnett has the first down on the left sideline before being stopped just shy of the 40-yard line. Kendall Garnett making plays with his hands and his feet tonight.
Yeah, you know Garnett, he's really doing it all right now. We've not seen much of Gabe Arambolos. So Kendall Garnett is really going to be the player to watch and what he's doing in this first half.
If Westfield at their own 36-yard line. 1st down and 10. Up front for Zionsville. Gilbert taking the snap. Keeps it himself on the read option right. Gets to the 45, and he is stopped by, it looks like, Coleman again. And did he get the first down, though? That is the question. Looks like it is going to be 2nd down and short. And on the stop was Brody Achelman and Grant Coleman. It looks like he actually did get the first down. So 1st down and 10 for Westfield at their own 46. Gilbert taking the high snap again. Gets it to Garnett. Garnett cocking left at the 50. Sheds a tackler. Did he get the first down? We do not know, but he was stopped by Colton Cooper. And that brings up 2nd down and 1 for Westfield in Zionsville territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, this is the drive Jackson Gilbert wanted after throwing 2 interceptions.
Cooper, one of 5 Zionsville Eagles with 10 or more tackles going into this game. 8 minutes left and the clock ticking in the 2nd quarter. Gilbert taking the snap, fakes the give, throwing deep over the middle, looking for Aaron Bullis, and it's picked off again! I can't believe it! Brady Peterson, but the flag is down. I cannot believe that. Let's see what the call is. But that might be interception number 3 for Jackson Gilbert. That's pass interference on the defense, and that means the interception will not stand, and Westfield takes over 1st down.
Yeah, that was a little scary for a minute until you saw that flag, but Jackson Gilbert really just, that throw was a little overthrown, and Gabe couldn't get there, so it's a good thing that there was a pass interference there.
Westfield 1st down and 10 at the Zionsville 44, but they obviously are going to move the chains. And now Westfield at the Zionsville 29. On the left hash mark. Jackson Gilbert looking to bounce back from prior mistakes at the 30-yard line. Gilbert taking the snap, hands it off to Garnett. Garnett cocking right, swerves through tacklers. He's on his feet. No one to stop him. Touchdown! Kendall Garnett, touchdown number 2 on the day. And the Westfield Shamrocks take the lead back.
That's what we wanted to see. You mentioned earlier before the strike that they needed to get more running, and the run game is working here. So Westfield needs to really continue that run game.
A 13-10 Westfield lead with 7:49 left in the 2nd quarter. We had the matchup and the game of the century last week. Can we have it again in the Shining Stars championship game? Good snap, good hold for Bame. The kick is up, and it looks like it is good, and it is good. A 14-10 Westfield lead. A back-and-forth matchup, but the Westfield Shamrocks take the power back. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Second quarter action, 7:49 left. Live as the sun comes down on a beautiful night in Zionsville. Westfield up 14-10 in the most anticipated rivalry game this season. Bame kicks this one off. Back deep to receive is Hilton. And Hilton will catch it in the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for Zionsville at the 20-yard line. Luke Murphy coming back in after on the last drive. It was led by an interception that set them up inside the 5-yard line with the face mask penalty. That was Brady Peterson. Brady Peterson almost had his second interception of the day if it weren't for a PI call. But it was Case Anderson powering his way through for a touchdown for Zionsville on the last drive. Let's see what they can do on this drive with 7:49 left in the second quarter. We're up front for Westfield. Take the snap. Murphy rolls to his right, and he's going to be sacked again. Sam Bulla and Micah Webster teaming up on that sack, and Bulla, if you're counting half sacks as one, he has 3 sacks on the day.
Yeah, Sam Bulla's lighting up the stat line tonight.
Sam Bulla has been doing it ever since he's been getting the playing time. We saw in the sectional game against Carmel last year with a crucial sack. Switched his number from 54 to 9, and he looks so good with a single-digit number. But second down and 15 for Zionsville at the 15-yard line. Murphy taking the snap. Bulla coming with the pressure again. Fires left. And he's got his running back at the 15 on the left sideline before being stopped just shy of the 20. And that was Sam Manna. A gain of 6, which brings up third down and 10 for the Zionsville Eagles at the 20-yard line, back where they started originally.
Yeah, you know, Westfield's bringing the pressure, and that's what I love to see.
Both student sections are packed to the brim here at in Zionsville, Indiana, from Ascension St. Vincent Field. Third down 10 for the Eagles at the 20-yard line. The left hash, Murphy taking the snap, dancing in the pocket. He's going to scramble. Scrambling left towards the 30. Did he get the first down? It looks like he did. Luke Murphy on a gain of 12. A big-time gain. And the Zionsville Eagles keep the chains moving. First down and 10 for Zionsville at the 32-yard line. Westfield 4 up front. Larsh, Goodvine in the middle. Bondersar and Bulla on the edge. Murphy taking the snap. Makes the give. He takes it himself up the middle. Gets to about the 35 before being stopped by a sea of white. A gain of 6 for the Eagles. Raybill on the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for Zionsville at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. The left hash. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Goodvine up the middle. He tipped the pass. The pass was intended for Skura, but William Goodvine, who had a sack earlier, tips the pass.
Yeah, that could have been intercepted there, so that was a good play.
Goodvine had 11 tackles going into this game. He has been such a key player on this team for such a long time. He has 2 solo tackles going into this game too. 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles at their own 38-yard line. As Murphy awaits the play call, Mana on his right hip. Murphy takes a snap. Pressure coming, still throws over the middle right, and he is covered by 2 men, and the flag is down as it was incomplete, nobody home. And it looks like it's going to be PI on Westfield. Andrew Liskey and Gabe Arambolis were there on the pressure, but the flag's down. It's more than likely PI.
Yeah, that's how moving to 1st down and over into Westfield territory. That's not something that Westfield wanted right there.
And the referee confirms our thoughts. It was PI, which, did you see PI on that?
No, I really just saw, there really wasn't, you know, there was probably contact both ways, but I'm not on the other side, so I can't give 100% that was that a PI or not.
No comment. Zionsville at the Westfield 48, now in Westfield territory on the left hash. Murphy looking towards the sideline, awaiting the call. 3 linebackers for Westfield. Graybill and Feltrinelli. Murphy going for a hard count, but he gets the snap. Hands it off to Mana. Mana gets to about the left hash mark, 44, before being stopped by Graybill. Gain of 5, which brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles at around the Westfield 43. Casey Graybill, his 2nd tackle of the year. And speaking of St. Vincent Field, Casey Graybill, he was recovering from injury last year. He was in a St. Vincent commercial. So if you watch local TV, you will see Casey Graybill on your screen if you see a St. Vincent commercial. 2nd down 6, Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming up the middle, has to roll to his right. And he gets up the right hash mark 45. Vodersar chasing him, gets the 1st down. And then he's finally stopped at around the 35-yard line on the right sideline. And that is a 1st down for Westfield. Sam Bola forced him out.
Yeah, Murphy's just spitting out of that pressure and going into the wide open field. So the Bucks got to keep an eye on that because the lineman can't really chase him down when they're in.
Luke Murphy, you have to respect his running ability. He's been able to do it throughout this season. 33-yard line in Westfield territory. 2 receivers left on the right hash. Murphy taking the snap. Hands it off to his running back. It's Mana. Mana sheds a tackler. Gets to about the 25. He's still on his feet, but they call the play dead as he is stopped by an absolute swarm of white. Brings up 2nd down and about 4. Or second and about 3, actually, for Zionsville. At the Westfield 26-yard line. It was Brock Stewart, the main one on the stop. Stewart has had an interception in the New Pal game week 1. And he looked really good last week against LC, despite them having a very stacked receiving core. 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles at the 26-yard line. Murphy taking the snap, handoff up the middle to Mana, and Mana gets thrown down, but he does get the 1st down, just barely.
Yeah, you know, both teams are really going with what they're good with, and it's the run game.
And Zionsville using the using the run game to move the chains yet again. They've been doing it all night. 23-yard line in Westfield territory. 1st down 10 with 4:06 left. Clock still ticking. Murphy hands it off to Anderson, and Anderson gets stopped for a gain of about 3. It looks like Goodfine was in on the stop again. Got 2, sorry.
Both teams are really just running the ball, so it's going to really come down to who's going to stop the ball right now.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles at the 21-yard line. 3 receivers left. And Murphy looking to his left, awaiting the call. And we see it's been Eli Showalter, the backup quarterback, the sophomore, has been giving him the play calls. Murphy fakes the give, throws left on the screen pass at the 20. He gets to the 15, and he gets the first down outside the numbers 10. Riley Bumgarner once again making the catch and moving the chains for the Eagles. As Alex Arambolas sprinting off the field. And Deacon King making yet another play, tackling Bumgarner. 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 3:04 left in the first half. Murphy getting the snap, hands it off to Mana, and Mana gets stopped right behind the line of scrimmage by Von der Sar outside the numbers at the 10-yard line on the left side of the field. It's actually a loss of 1. Colton Von der Sar last year led the team in tackles for loss and looking to do it again this year, and he's definitely adding to those numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second down and 11 for the Eagles. At the 12-yard line, Westfield territory. And on the right hip of Murphy. Murphy taking the snap, pressure coming to his right, and he gets stripped down and sacked right behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like Colton Von der Sar got half of a sack.
Now they're backing him up back to the 14, so that's making it harder if they don't get a completion here. They really can't go for a 4th down here.
3rd down and 14 for the Eagles at the 15-yard line, so it's not in and goal. They have to get to the 1-yard line. Always a little tricky thing. On the right hash mark, 3 receivers left. Blitz showing for Westfield. Feltrinelli move up to the line of scrimmage. Murphy taking the snap. Rolls to his right. He takes off at the 10, gets to the 5, gets the spin move, and he gets in for the touchdown. Luke Murphy, respect the run game. He was absolutely sprinting, and he gets to the end zone for the touchdown, making it a 16-14 ball game with 1:19 left in the first half. The Zionsville Eagles once again taking the lead back.
Yeah, that's not something Westfield wants going to have, being down by, it could be 2 or 3 if they make this field goal.
Trevor Hinkle on to kick for the Eagles. Snap, good hold, is up, and it is good. A 17-14 ball game. Keep in mind, Westfield, they were down at half last week, so do not count them out. Still a 1-score ball game, 17-14 with 1:19 left in the second quarter. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. And we are back. It's been quite the ball game. Back and forth. Westfield looking to get some points on the board before half. Zionsville, they will get the ball to start the second half. Actually, no, Westfield will get the ball to start the second half. So this would be a huge score. Liskey and Garnett back deep to receive. And Andrew Liskey is going to get on the right side of the field at the 5-yard line. He does return it, cuts left at the 15, and he gets wrapped down at around the 17-yard line by Coleman. Actually, sorry, that was Zachary Cook on the tackle, which that will bring up first down and 10 for Westfield at around the 17-yard line in Westfield territory.
Yeah, you know, Westfield's got 1 minute and 12 seconds to march down the field, and we can see what really they can do. Jackson Gilbert, we could maybe see some passes from him.
Right hash mark, 17-yard line. I love when I'm right. We're up front for the Eagles. On each end, Gilbert taking the snap. And that pass is tipped by Coleman. He was firing right towards Gabe Arambolas on the right sideline at the 20, but Coleman once again with a tipped pass.
Yeah, he's been doing it. So Jackson Gilbert really needs to be aware of where Coleman is, because he's been batting down passes left and right.
Grant Coleman, 14 tackles going into the game. Gilbert hands it off, and he kept it himself on the fake, but he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage by a sea of black and gray, which brings up third down and long for the Shamrocks with the clock ticking under a minute left. Third down and 16 at the 14-yard line. Few receivers left. Nosler also left, the tight end. Braun, the lone man, right. Four up front for the Eagles. Gilbert taking the snap. Throws over the middle to Nosler, and Nosler drops it at the 20-yard line. And that will bring up fourth down and 16 for the Shamrocks with under 30 seconds left, and Max Nosler, his second drop of the day.
Yeah, really, the passing hasn't really worked for Westfield so far, so I think Gilbert really needs to talk to the offensive coordinator and the offense about what they can do to make adjustments and come out really strong in the second half.
Bame on to punt. Skura and Hilton back deep to receive. Bame taking the high snap, gets this punt away, and Hilton goes for the fair catch at the 45-yard line in Zionsville territory. And with 20 seconds left, do you think they just take a knee and take it to half, or do they run a play?
I'm kind of with Zionsville's mentality. I think they might just run a deep ball or something, but they might just take a knee and say, let's recuperate and get ready for the second half.
You want my prediction? You want it?
Yes.
Okay. Eugene Hilton on a bubble screen. That's my prediction.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a lot of that with Eugene.
First and 10 for the Eagles at their own 45-yard line with 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming, rolls to his right, and he fires right sideline, and it's caught by Eugene Hilton on the lost catch on the right side of the field at the 32-yard line. Eugene Hilton with another lost catch. We saw it 2 times last year. And that is a first down for the Eagles.
They have 9.3 seconds left, so they can really do some damage with this 9 seconds left.
And with 9 seconds left, Zionsville calls timeout. Boy, I mean, that was such an amazing catch. My voice went so high-pitched.
Yeah, that's not something Westfield wanted. They really wanted to just get out of the first half with not any more points on the board, but it looks like Zionsville's wanting to add more with these 9 seconds left.
Eugene Hilton with his third reception of the day. And obviously with Coach T.Y. on the sidelines, he loved that. But Eugene, he's played such a crucial part in T.Y.'s life all the way going back to high school. See, T.Y. Hilton, he had the choice between going to, I believe it was Miami and FIU, and T.Y. put two hats on the bed and made baby Eugene crawl to one hat or the other, and baby Eugene kept crawling to FIU, and the rest is history. T.Y. Hilton went to FIU and cemented his name. Eugene Hilton trying to do his own work of cementing his own name as well.
And he's doing a great job of it.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 31-yard line, right hash mark. Murphy taking the snap, firing right. He's got Hilton again outside the numbers at the 27, but a flag is down before he's wrapped up. And Vondersar, did he get a late hit? That is the question. And it looks like that is going to be roughing the passer on Colton Vondersar. We see Murphy calling for it.
They have 3 seconds left, and it looks like they're not going for the field goal.
I think they are going for the field goal.
Yeah, now they got their field goal team on.
Get the field goal team coming on, trying to make it a 2014 ball game going into halftime. As you're Zionsville in this situation, I mean, with a guy like Eugene Hilton, is it very easy? Just like, how easy is it, do you think, just to throw it up and be like, he's down there somewhere?
I mean, we've seen it tonight that he's doing that, so it's easy if he's like, I'm not going to say it's easy because Westfield's really doing a great job of containing him, but when Luke Murphy throws it up, he's there, he's ready to catch it, and he's done it tonight.
And here we go, 3 seconds left. It is going to be Hinkle taking what looks to be about a 30-yard try on the right hash. And a timeout is called by Westfield, icing the kicker. This great coaching by Coach Gilbert,
Yeah,
icing the kicker.
He really needs that because if they miss it, they're only down by 3, so it's a great move by Coach Gilbert to do that.
And Westfield going into the second half, what is your biggest takeaway from their offensive performance?
I mean, their offense has been great. There's been a couple instances. I think the high snaps are really kind of messing up with Gilbert. I don't think the high snaps are really what he wants, so I think we need to get that under control. And I think we also need to get the passing game going. We have not seen much passing game. Running's been working, so I think a little more passing game, but we don't want interceptions, of course.
Indeed, we don't. Look at this. It's going to be Trevor Hinkle, obviously going back to kick on the right hash mark. 30-yarder. It's going to be the quarterback, Luke Murphy, holding for him. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up. And it is no good! No good. Zionsville trying to take advantage, trying to take momentum, but they can't do it. Westfield, they get the ball back, only down 3, 17-14. That is a huge missed field goal for Zionsville.
Yeah, that is a big field goal. You know, that gives Westfield a little less pressure that they need. So it's really what Westfield can do coming out of halftime.
Westfield with the ball coming back from halftime, down 17-14, but they were down at half last week by a much larger margin of points. So obviously, this is a very manageable situation. Westfield, they've shown that they are a second half team. Let's see them do it again here in the Shining Stars Championship. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have quite the ball game on our hands. Westfield, your Shamrocks, down by 3, 17-14, as we head into the second half of play. If you are just now tuning in, I'm Rowan Elbert here with my partner, Callie Stigler. Let's do a quick recap of the first half. Things started off with Zionsville taking the ball, Eugene Hilton fumbling it, Deacon King recovering, and then Kendall Garnett, 5-yard touchdown. Then after that, Zionsville marched on, but William Goodvine with the sack ended that drive. The Jackson Gilbert throwing an interception led Zionsville on a scoring run, and Westfield ended things off with a Kendall Garnett rushing touchdown. Garnett, he looked super quick despite the leg cramps from last week, and Zionsville missing a field goal that would have put them in a 20-14 lead, which obviously not a 2-possession lead, but still a pretty good lead. But now only a 3-point lead. What do you think the mindset is like for Zionsville after missing that kick?
You know, they're gonna keep going. Like, I think they're gonna avoid that kicking topic. You know, you're just gonna keep rolling and try to just avoid getting sacked and keep doing things that they've been doing and scoring touchdowns.
And let's go back to last year for Zionsville. They're looking to bounce back this year and start 3-0 after a very disappointing finish last year, finishing 4-6 and losing in round 1 of the sectionals, 35-10 to Noblesville. Noblesville, a new look team when it comes to their scheme. We will see them next week. That will be live here on WHS Sports Live, as will anything you can think of will be live on here. We are your home for Westfield Sports. But going back to Zionsville, they're out for blood, looking for their first 3-0 start in a while. And Westfield looking for an 11th straight win against Zionsville. A lot on the line.
Yeah, there is a lot on the line. I think Zionsville's going to use that as momentum that Westfield's looking for that 11th win. So Zionsville's got that in their backs of mind that we can't let that happen. So Westfield's got to keep doing their thing. Can't make any mistakes really in the second half.
And a minute left until we get into second half action. Can we get a score prediction real quick for the rest of this game? We had our score prediction earlier. I said 42-10, I believe, and obviously I'm way off. What is your score prediction for tonight?
Okay, so I said 35-14. I'm definitely gonna have to change that. You know, I'm gonna go 49-35.
Westfield, right?
Yeah, Westfield.
Thank you. You know, that is a very high estimate, but I'm going to go Westfield. I'm going to go back to my prediction of 42-38. It's going to be quite the battle, and the Westfield Shamrocks, I think they're going to edge out the Eagles in one of the most, I guess, anticipated matchups of the year every year. I mean, the Shining Stars game is such a well-coveted matchup that is very fun to watch every year. And the Westfield Shamrocks looking for an 11th straight win in that matchup. And as Zionsville kicking off, more than likely will be Liskey and Garnett back deep to receive.
Yeah, Westfield really needs a starting drive, and they need to get some points on the board right now.
Also keep in mind one thing, Jackson Gilbert, 2 interceptions, almost 3. Although he looked incredible the first 2 weeks, and he still is doing, I would say he's doing fine other than a couple of bad throws. I honestly think with Carson Melvin being clear, we could see him tonight.
Yeah, we could. You know, there's been mistakes made by Gilbert, so Gilbert's got to keep in mind that there's somebody right there to back him up tonight.
Yep, Liskey and Garnett back deep to receive as sky has gone dark on this beautiful Zionsville night, and we are underway. Second half action. This one bounces to Garnett at the 5, at the 20, up the middle, It gets just shy of the 30-yard line before being stopped by what looked like to be Luke Pinola. This one of 5 Zionsville Eagles to have more than 10 tackles going into this game.
Yeah, that was a great start for Kendall Garnett, and I think he needs to keep doing that in this starting drive.
Here we go, first down and 10 for the Shamrocks at their own 29-yard line. Two receivers left. Gilbert still out there at quarterback, 4 up front for the Eagles, 3 linebackers. Gilbert taking the snap, handoff up the middle to Garnett. Garnett with a truck at the 35, gets just shy of the 40-yard line. Did he get the first down? Looks like it's going to be second down and short. Kendall Garnett, chill out.
Yeah, he's already got 2 touchdowns tonight, and I'm expecting it could be 2 more from him tonight.
Second down and 2. Bold prediction, but I like it. Second down and 2 for the Shamrocks. 4 up front for the Eagles. Linebackers. Gilbert taking the snap. Hands it off to Garnett, and Garnett drops it. The ball is out on the right hash mark 40. Who got it? And the Eagles got it. And that was Colton Cooper on the recovery. Kendall Garnett, he had a fumble last week against LC and a fumble this week. You cannot have that.
Yeah, that's not what Westfield needed for the starting drive, and it gave the Eagles great field position right now.
And now the Eagles get the momentum back in their favor, trying to make it a 2-score ball game with a touchdown at the Westfield 39. 2 receivers right for the Eagles, Westfield 4 up front. Murphy taking the snap, dancing in the pocket again, throws left. He's got Sakura at the 15 on the left sideline. He gets to about the 10-yard line before being tackled by Brock Stewart. And that is going to be an Eagles first down. Sakura on the catch, and then Brock Stewart, though, saving a touchdown.
Yeah, if they had a touchdown on the first play of their drive, that wouldn't have been good for Westfield.
11 minutes left in the third quarter. The Eagles at the Westfield 12-yard line on the left hash. Westfield showing blitz. Murphy hands it up to Manna. Manna takes it left, gets to about the 8-yard line before being stopped by Webster. Jackson Floyd was on that stop as well. And second down 6 for the Shamrocks. At the 8-yard line, Murphy taking the snap, hands off to Manna. Manna powers his way to the 5-yard line on the left side before being stopped by a sea of white, including Stewart and Feltrinelli.
Yeah, Sam Manna's really powering through those hits and taking the white with him tonight.
That is going to bring up third down and 2 for the Eagles at the Westfield 5. Already crunch time at the beginning of the third quarter. Murphy taking the snap, hand off to Manna, and Manna gets stopped at the line of scrimmage by a swarm of white, but it was William Goodvine who struck first.
Yeah, they might go for it here because
and Trevor Hinkle on to kick for the Eagles.
we'll see what Hinkle does. He missed that one before ending the first half, so let's see if he makes this one.
Hinkle did miss earlier going into halftime. Good snap, good hold. This kick is up and good. And that makes it a 20-14 ball game. And Westfield, the turnovers have been killing them. But can they bounce back in a big way with 9:13 left in the third quarter? You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. And we are back. 9:13 left in the third quarter. And Andrew Liskey, Kendall Garnett back deep to receive. Garnett looking to bounce back after, although he has had a 2-touchdown game, he's looking to bounce back after the fumble. Inkle on to kick off for the Eagles. And we are underway with 9:13 left. Liskey gets in the end zone for a touchback, and that means the Shamrocks take over at their own 20-yard line.
Westfield really can't make any mistakes on this drive. If they really just need a touchdown or even 3 points at this point.
Yeah, 3 turnovers in the game so far. 2 interceptions from Jacksonville, or almost 3, if it weren't for a PI call, and then a fumble by Kendall Garnett. But Zionsville only 1 turnover after Eugene Hilton fumbled. 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks at the 20-yard line. 4 up front for the Eagles. Garnett alone in the gun, taking the snap. And a flag is down. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on the Shamrocks. A 5-yard penalty for the Shamrocks pushes them back. 1st down and 15 at the 15. By the way, Channel 8, Anthony Calhoun, is in the house tonight. And with both student sections filled to the brim, it's quite an exciting time to be here. Gilbert taking a high snap, handoff up the middle to Garnett, and Garnett gets stopped out around the line of scrimmage by a sea of black and gray. By a flock of eagles. I like that by the PA announcer. I'm going to have to steal that later on. 2nd down and 15 for the Shamrocks at their own 16-yard line. Linebackers for the Eagles, 4 up front. Gilbert taking the snap. Throws left to Garnett on the screen pass. Gets to the 15 left sideline. Gets a little spin move. Gets to the 25, or a cutback, sorry, before being stopped at around the Westfield 25-yard line, which will bring up 3rd down and looks like 6 for the Shamrocks. And Luke Pinola on the tackle, the leading tackler on this team, once again striking. 3 receivers right for the Shamrocks at the 25-yard line. Left hash mark, Aaron Bullis motioning left. Gilbert takes the snap, fakes the give, pressure coming, and he is sacked. He is stripped down at the 15-yard line, and it looks like that was Colton Cooper on the sack. And a big-time play for the Eagles makes the Shamrocks have to punt yet again.
Yeah, the Eagles just came pounding right there. And they're bringing the pressure, and it's really working. And I think the Rocks have to make some adjustments because they are not getting into Zionsville territory.
Back deep to receive is Hilton and Skura at the 50-yard line. Hilton having a big day, 4 receptions a day, and also a lost catch. And we saw 2 of them last year. Got featured on ESPN, I believe. And that just comes with the perks of being T.Y. Hilton's son, but also an incredible ball player as Bame punts this one away high. Hilton gets it, and he fumbles the snap, but he jumps on it at the 45-yard line. Drew Law was right there to stop him, but Hilton avoids disaster by diving on that ball.
Yeah, that was close.
1st down for the Eagles at the Westfield 45, in Westfield territory already. Westfield, they have fumbled 4 times this season, 2 in each game coming into this season. They fumbled 5 times throughout this season so far. 4 up front for the Shamrocks. Murphy taking the snap. Fakes the give, rolls right on the read option, gets to the 45 right hash mark before being stopped at around the line of scrimmage. It looked like that was Goodvine and Feltrinelli. That brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles at the Westfield 46. 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Three receivers left for the Hilton, the lone man right. Murphy taking the snap, fakes the give, throws left on the screen pass to Bumgarner. Bumgarner still on his feet on the left hash mark, gets to the 40 before being stopped by what looks like to be Jackson Floyd. And that brings up 3rd down and about 4 for Zionsville at the Westfield 40. Third down and 5 for the Eagles. Westfield showing blitz. With 5 minutes left. 3rd quarter. Taking the snap. Pressure coming. Has to backpedal in the pocket at the 50-yard line. And he has to throw this one away. But it's caught for a 1st down on the right sideline by Bumgarner at the 32-yard line. You gotta respect it though. Luke Murphy making plays on his feet. We've seen it all day. He had a rushing touchdown earlier, and then finding Riley Bumgarner yet another catch.
Yeah, that was just a good play from Luke Murphy to find an open wide receiver on the run.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers left. Westfield 4 up front. Murphy taking the snap, makes the give, takes it on the read option, and he is stopped well behind the line of scrimmage. Micah Webster and Sam Bola getting their names called yet again. Bola, if you're counting the half sacks, he has 4 tonight. He's been involved in 4 sacks. Webster involved on his 2nd sack of the day. What a sack party it's been for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, Sam Ball is having a night tonight, and Westfield really just need to keep bringing that. Sam Bola is on fire. He's going to continue on fire all night.
Ball on the 35-yard line. 2nd down, 14. Murphy goes right. He's got Hilton on the screen pass at the 30 before being stopped out of bounds by Bondersar. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd down and long for Zionsville at the Westfield 29. Left, Hilton the lone man right. Westfield showing blitz. Murphy taking the snap, pressure coming, throws deep over the middle for Bumgarner, and is not caught. Tipped by Floyd, but a flag is down. Bumgarner almost made an incredible one-handed catch, but a flag is down as he was looking for Riley Bumgarner inside the 5-yard line. But that flag is down. It's going to be PI on the Westfield Shamrocks, and you hear the Zionsville student section chanting, "You can't do that," and can't do that.
Yeah, Westfield's had a couple PIs, and it's just giving them good field position for Zionsville.
4:24 left in the 3rd quarter, and what's been a thrilling night of football in the Shining Stars game. Zionsville looking to bring back the Shining Stars trophy for the first time since 2012.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
For reference, I was 6 years old back then, and everyone thought the world was going to end. 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line on the right hash mark. Murphy taking the snap, hands off to, and never mind, he actually throws it right for his receiver, Riggins, sorry. Riggins on the right sideline gets to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are in scoring position yet again.
And Zionsville knocking at the back door of the Westfield Shamrocks at the 2-yard line. First goal from the 2. Jackson Floyd running off the field. Sam Bulla thought he was coming out, but no. They need their best edge rusher, one of their best edge rushers. Murphy taking the snap, read option, gets it, spins its way in for the touchdown before being laid out by Andrew Liskey, but it doesn't matter. It's a touchdown, and that makes it a 26-14 ball game. The Zionsville Eagles are now rolling.
Yeah, Westfield is not having a good start to this third quarter.
Luke Murphy, his second rushing touchdown of the day. And this one is already, I'm not going to say it's getting out of hand, but it's not looking good right now. And are they going for 2? Yes, they are. They're going to try and make it a 14-point ball game. This could make or break the game later on.
Yeah, that's a bold move right there for Zionsville, but it could work right now.
I like it personally. Make it a make it a 2-possession game. I like it. Or it's already a 2-possession game, but Murphy taking the snap, makes the give, rolls right, and he's got another trip to the end zone on a rushing play. Luke Murphy giving the Eagles a 2-point conversion on the rushing play, making it a 28-14 ball game with 4:11 left in the third quarter. And we have a conversation amongst the officials, and the whole crowd just went silent. You could hear a nail drop. Timeout is called for the Eagles. Before the play, the Zionsville Eagles called a timeout. That is so unfortunate for them. Wow.
You know, they did it on their own team right there, and that could end up making them not get this conversion.
So yeah, the score is now 26-14. 2-point conversion doesn't count, but however, they're going to get another shot at it, obviously, because they called the timeout beforehand. I wonder if there was something that, I guess, Zionsville didn't like what they saw, but they obviously are now.
Yeah, if you're Westfield, you really got to keep an eye on Luke Murphy. He's been on his
They're
toes.
kicking it, actually. They're going to kick it this time. And that might have just cost them 1 point. Trevor Hinkle on to kick for the PAT. That little miscommunication could have just cost them 2 points, or 1 point, sorry. Snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And a 27-14 lead for the Zionsville Eagles. A 13-point lead with the Shamrocks. This team, when they are down, they get kicked in the teeth and they come right back up. This team never quits. Do not count them out. We'll be right back. You are watching the Westfield Sports Network. We're back. 4:11 left in the third quarter. The Zionsville Eagles up 27-14. But if you look at the student section for Westfield on the other end, they do not care. They know that we still have a fighting chance, and they are pumped. going to the back of the end zone for a touchback. It was kind of a miscommunication between Whiskey and Garnett of who was going to get that, but luckily for them, back of the end zone, touchback. Westfield takes over at the 20-yard line. Jackson Gilbert leading his team back out there.
Yeah, Westfield really needs this, and I mean they really need it right now.
And a touchdown makes it a 6-point ball game. That is just how important that 1 point was for the Eagles. Just now tuning in, they had a 2-point conversion after their last touchdown, but a timeout was called before it, so they took the PAT instead. Three receivers right. Gilbert taking the snap, fakes the give, throws right to Aaron Bullis on the screen pass outside the numbers 20. Sheds a tackler, gets to the 25 before being stopped at around the 20-yard line by Prabjot Singh. That makes it 2nd down and 4 for the Shamrocks. About time we heard Gabe Aaron Bullis' name, and I expect to hear it again.
Yeah, we've not heard it all night, so.
3 receivers left. Gilbert taking the snap. Hand off to Garnett. Garnett cocking left. Still on his feet. Gets to the 30 on the left hash mark before being tripped up at around the 30-yard line. And it looks like Coleman was in on the stop, but also Max Pahensky on the stop as well. And we have a player slow to get up for the Eagles. It looks like he's up on his own power, and bad news for the Eagles, it's Grant Coleman. Grant Coleman limping off the field. And I have to say, Grant Coleman is an exceptional player. I've loved everything I've seen from him. Tipping passes, getting sacks. And I have to say, it's a big blow for the Eagles.
Yeah, Coleman's going to try as best as he can just to get back out there.
Yep, they're checking him out. He's laying on the sideline. Hate to see that. 31-yard line, Gilbert taking the snap. Hand off the middle to Garnett. Garnett plowing his way through defenders. Gets to about the 39-yard line before being stopped. And that is going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Shamrocks.
This is
3rd down and 2, sorry.
This is the start really Garnett needs and Gilbert needs to get
2nd
moving.
down, sorry. 2nd down and 2 for the Shamrocks. Gilbert taking the snap, fakes the give. Throws right on the screen pass to Knott. Knott outside the numbers at the 45. He sheds a tackler. He's in Zionsville territory at the 40. Gets to the 35, and he is stopped on the right sideline at the 33-yard line. Parker Knott had the game-tying touchdown to take it to overtime last week, and he comes up with yet another big play this week.
This is what Westfield really needs in this drive, so they just need to keep continuing this momentum.
Gilbert taking the snap. Hand off to Garnett. Garnett sheds a tackler, still on his feet, gets to about the 29-yard line on the right hash mark before being stopped. Kendall Garnett, he has been shedding tacklers and shedding defenders all night, and it's been very fun to watch. That was Alex Moore on the tackle. 3 receivers left on the right hash mark, Shamrocks. Gilbert taking the snap, fakes the give, throws over the middle to Aaron Bullis. Aaron Bullis has the 1st down as he gets to the 10-yard line. Gave Aaron Bullis his 2nd catch of the day and his 2nd huge catch of the day.
Yeah.
That puts the Shamrocks in striking distance at the 11-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1st and 10. Westfield going hurry up, taking the snap. Garnett up the middle before being stopped by a swarm of black and gray at the line of scrimmage. That is going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Shamrocks, or 2nd down and 7 actually at the 8-yard line. Gilbert claps his hands for the snap, gets it. Hand off to Garnett. Garnett cocking left. He's at the 5. Gets his way in the end zone. Touchdown! Kendall Garnett, the hat trick on the day. 3 touchdowns. And the Westfield Shamrocks are back in this game. This team has no quit.
Yes, Kendall Garnett really just pulling this team right now. He is doing what he can, and 3 touchdowns for him tonight. You know, we saw Gilbert with 4, so Kendall Garnett is really just leading this offense right now.
Bame trying to make it a 27-21 ball game. High snap, puts it down, and he will do it. A 27-21 ball game. The Shamrocks are back in it. Like I said, they had a fighting chance. They are a second half team. And with 2:13 left in the third quarter, the Westfield Shamrocks down 6, looking for a comeback win in the Shining Stars game. We're watching the Westfield Sports Network. And we are back. Brody Bame on to kickoff for the Shamrocks. The energy is high on this beautiful Zionsville night as the sky has gone pitch black, but the Friday night lights are on.
Yeah, both crowds are bringing the energy right now.
Bame kicks this one off, and Eugene Hilton back deep to receive, but it doesn't matter. Brody Bame with an absolute rocket on that leg, going back the end zone for a touchback.
You know, Westfield needs to stop this drive.
And we see, let's look at the themes of the crowd as Zionsville has 1st and 10 at their own 20. It looks like Zionsville is red, white, and blue, if I'm not mistaken. Westfield is, that's their theme, so it's pretty conflicting, and it's very fun to watch. 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the right hash mark at the 20-yard line. Again, Murphy taking the snap. Murphy pressure coming from Bulla, has to go to his left. Murphy taking off outside the numbers 20, gets to the 15 on the left sideline before being stopped just shy of the 30. Andrew Liskey forcing him out of bounds, and Luke Murphy showing off the running ability yet again.
Yeah, that's somebody that Westfield really needs to stop.
Injury timeout, and once again, Zionsville, it looks like it's on their O-line. I can't see exactly who it is. It actually looks like to be Jacob Kleeman, their left tackle. Senior, it's very unfortunate to see, but he's getting up on his own power. He's running to the sideline. That's a great sign. Great player. I mean, the left tackle, most important position on the line by far, and they need him. Westfield has 4 up front for them. Linebackers. Right, Murphy taking the snap, hand off to Mana. Mana up the middle, gets to the 35 before being thrown down by Ainsley Awali. But still, it looks like that is going to move the chains for the Eagles. That is 1st down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line on the left hash. 3 receivers right. 4 up front for the Shamrocks. Anna backfield. And although Case Anderson does have the rushing touchdown, Anna's been getting the majority of the carries. Taking the snap. Throws left on the screen pass to Skura outside the numbers 40 before being hit hard by Micah Webster at the 42-yard line. Skura, sorry. A gain of 7. Bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. Second down and 3 for the Eagles. Left hash mark. Yard line, their own 42-yard line. 4 up front for the Shammies. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Bulla, has to dance in the pocket, and he is stripped down by Alex Aaron Bullis behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Arambulis, sack number 1 of the season, first of many for his varsity career.
Yeah, that was a great play. You know, Murphy's good at getting out of the pocket, but Alex Arambulis chased him down.
Obviously the younger brother of Gabe Arambulis, and Gabe, he's a Westfield legend, but Alex, he's going to cement his own legacy as a Westfield legend. The Arambulis brothers doing great things. 3rd down and 7 with less than a minute left in the 3rd quarter. This crowd is hyped. You can feel the energy in the air. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Bull, and the ball is out! He got it stripped, and Westfield has it. They dived on it. Do they have it? Yes, they do!
That was a great
Drew Law
play.
diving on it. The Westfield Shamrocks are in scoring position in Zionsville territory. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. What a turn of events.
That was amazing right there. And they're now in territory, only down by 6, so this is what Westfield needed.
Westfield looking to take a 1-point lead. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. This is the place to be here. Attention St. Vincent Health Stadium. And Gilbert fakes the give. It's the Arambulis on the half. And Arambulis still on his feet. And he is stopped out of bounds at the 10-yard line on the jet sweep. Gabe Arambulis, Alex Arambulis made a big play earlier. And then the older brother, Gabe, making a huge play.
The Arambulis brothers are on fire tonight. And I couldn't ask for a better situation right there.
1st and 10 for the Shamrocks at the 11-yard line. Nosler and Garnett back there with Gilbert. Gilbert taking the snap, hand off to Garnett. Garnett cocking left, shedding tacklers, gets to the 5-yard line outside the numbers. Kendall Garnett has been an absolute beast tonight.
Yeah, he has with 3 touchdowns, and he could get 4 tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see.
He's flexing after that play. I'm flexing after that play. It's hype. 10 seconds left. Gilbert taking the snap, hand off to Garnett again. Garnett gets a cutback move, still on his feet, and he is stopped at the 4-yard line outside the numbers left. And that brings up 3rd down and short for the Shamrocks, but the 3rd quarter is over after that play. And the Zionsville Eagles up 27-21, but the Shamrocks are getting the momentum in their favor, looking to take a 1-point lead. You're watching the Westfield Sports Network. And we are back. Beginning of the 4th quarter, 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter, as it is the very beginning. And the Westfield Shamrocks, 3rd down and 4 at the 5-yard line, left hash mark, looking to score and looking to take the lead after what was an incredible turn of events for them. A strip sack by Sam Bola, and then just a collection of plays by Kendall Garnett to put the Shamrocks inside the 5, and Aaron Bowles as well. 3rd down and 4. Gilbert taking the snap, fakes the give, takes it himself up the middle. Did he get the 1st down? It looks like he is just shy, and that is going to bring up 4th and inches. So close, yet so far.
And they are going for it on 4th and short.
Yep. 4th and short, you have to go for it. 4th and 1 for Westfield at the 3-yard line. Biggest play of the game. Zionsville 4 up front, showing blitz. Gilbert going for a hard count. Looking to his right. Garnett alone with them. And a timeout is called. You could hear the bleachers shaking during that as Zionsville, this crowd has been incredible tonight, trying to get Jackson Gilbert off of his game, and we have an injured Eagle. On the field. I don't see who it is, but that is the third injury for them tonight, and that is obviously something you hate seeing. And if you want to know how loud this crowd is, my producer had to tell me to speak up because of how loud this crowd is. I mean, it's incredible what the energy is being brought by both sides of the bleachers. I mean, it's incredible.
It really is. You know, we don't really get experience, but we can really feel the bleachers shaking. So it's a cool experience to be here.
The Friday night lights shine down on a pitch black night in Westfield. This is in Zionsville. This is where legends are made. This crowd is super loud. I'm gonna have to almost yell for you to hear me. 4th down and 1 for the Shamrocks at the 2-yard line. This is a moment in history. Gilbert taking the snap. Makes the give, rolling right, almost sacked, throws in the middle, end zone, touchdown! Kendall Garnett in the end zone, touchdown, number 4! And the Westfield Shamrocks tied the ball game, 27-27.
We couldn't ask for anything better there, Rowan, could we?
Yeah. Jackson Gilbert shedding a tackler and finding the wide open man, Garnett. Tying the ball game, 27-27 with 11-12 left. Aim on to kick, a 20-yard PAT to take the lead. Snap, good hold, the kick is up, and it is good! And the Westfield Shamrocks have taken the lead back. A 28-27 lead. The last time the Shamrocks led, I believe, was when it was 14-10 in the second quarter. So this is a much-needed lead for the Shamrocks. And quite frankly, you're Zionsville. What is the mindset going into this drive after what Westfield just did?
Their mindset is we have to score. You know, they are regretting taking that time out in this 2-point conversion, but Westfield needs to keep doing what they did last time on the defensive drive, and we could end up in the same position again.
Both crowds on their feet. This is the place to be. Game of the week again for the Shamrocks. Last week, it went to overtime, but they won 59-58. Zionsville, they haven't been in a close game all year. They beat Pike pretty well, then they beat Lebanon pretty well last week. But Westfield, the Friday night lights are meant for them. This is where you need to be. If you are not at this game, you need to be here watching this. Brody Bame on to kick off. Back deep to receive is Skura and Hilton. Bame kicks this one off. And that is going to be absolutely bombed away towards the back of the end zone for a touchback right over the head of Eugene Hilton. And Zionsville taking over from their own 20. Luke Murphy, we've seen him make plays on his feet. 2 rushing touchdowns. Almost had the 2-point conversion on the rushing touchdown if it weren't for the timeout being called. You think they go to like a read option type look or QB draw type look with Murphy in this drive?
I think they will. You know, passing, Luke Murphy's been getting sacked or it's not been going their way. So I think they're going to keep trying to do the run game with Sam Mann.
2 receivers left. Hilton, the lone man, right for the Eagles. Westfield 4 up front. Aaron Bullis and Bulla coming off the edge. Murphy taking the snap. Takes it himself on the read option. Gets outside the numbers 20 on the right sideline before being stopped for a gain of about 1. It looked like that was Deacon King and Micah Webster on the stop. Maybe Jake Good got in there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of people surrounding Luke Murphy there.
2nd down and 7 for Zionsville on the right hash mark at the 23-yard line. 4 up front, 2 linebackers for Westfield. Murphy taking the snap. Murphy has plenty of time to throw. Throwing glove. He's got Skura over his head and caught on the left sideline at the 42. Ryan Skura making an incredible catch, and that puts the Zionsville Eagles in striking distance again with the 1st down at their own 42-yard line. Or at their own 44, actually.
Yeah, you gotta get awesome coverage by Andrew. So it's gonna be interesting to see. They gotta really cover their people right now because Westfield's really focused on running, but they have some great wide receivers.
3 receivers right for the Eagles. On the left hash mark for Zionsville. 4 up front for Westfield. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming up the middle. Graybill almost gets him, but Murphy is able to avoid him. And he throws it away left sideline out of bounds. Casey Graybill almost came up with the biggest play of his life.
Yeah, it was so close. He just was falling to the ground faster than he could get Luke Murphy to the ground. But they didn't let that stop him. They did what they are supposed to and didn't let any yards be gained.
And here we go, 2nd down and 10 for Zionsville at their own 44-yard line. Right, Murphy taking the snap, handoff up the middle to Mana. Mana shedding defenders. It gets the 1st down, it looks like, or just shy of it. Sam Mana has been the primary ball carrier tonight for Zionsville, but this brings up 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 2, sorry, in Westfield territory for the Eagles at the 48-yard line. At the Westfield 48, on the left hash mark, a big 3rd down for the Eagles. Murphy taking the snap, hand off to Mana, a flag is thrown, but Mana gets the 1st down on the left hash mark, and the football is out. But it looks like Zionsville dove on it. Ball came out at around the 40-yard line. There is a flag down. This one might be coming back. The referees tried to unravel the pile at the 40-yard line. And that's a illegal shift on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty, which means it's 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. Penalties have been a killer tonight.
Yeah, but Westfield needed that, and they need to make the stop right now.
I talked about the last touchdown, the last 4th and 1 for Westfield on the touchdown being the most important play of the game. This is now the most important play of the game. It rapidly changes. That is the great thing about football. 9:30 left in the 4th quarter. Zionsville 2 timeouts. 3rd down and 7 at the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. Bumgarner motioning right, making it 3 receivers right. Murphy taking the snap. Murphy plenty of time to throw. Another flag is down. Sheds a tackler, still on his feet, dancing in the pocket. Rolls right, fires deep. He's got a wide open man at the 30, and it's caught! Are you kidding me? On the left hash mark, 30. That was Mason Riggins, but a flag is down. Did another flag ruin another big play for the Eagles? Mason Riggins with his 4th catch of the day. But you see Luke Murphy's on his knees. I think he knows what's coming. It's a false start on the Zionsville Eagles, making it 3rd down and 12. Are you kidding me? This is just like if you watch any typical high school movie and you see the high energy football game. This is exactly what it's like. It's just like the movies.
Yes, this is just like them, Roman. That was a great, But okay, so we have a 3rd and 12. Westfield really needs to make the stop here.
It's just like a movie, and Westfield looking to write the script of their own fairy tale ending. Third and 12 for the Eagles. We're up front for Westfield. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Bulla. Murphy has to take off. Sheds a tackler. Left throws deep. He's got a wide open man. It's Bumgarner. And it's caught despite being hit as he makes the play. He gets to the 15-yard line on the left hash mark. Are you serious? Riley Bumgarner. You cannot be serious.
It might be coming back. There's something going on right now.
Yeah, we
Another
have a
flag is down, Rowan.
It's on Zionsville! Illegal formation! You can't make this up! Are you serious?
The crowd hated that one. You could hear the boost throughout the stadium. That backs him up to about 3rd and 17.
And you hear the Zionsville crowd very hostile now. 3rd and 17 from their own 37-yard line. Once again, officials wiping away an incredible play.
But Westfield can't let what happened on the last 2 plays where they got a pass open.
And yeah, these fans gotta calm down. It's one play. These fans gotta calm down, man. You're still in it. 3rd down and 17. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Bulla. Throws left on the screen pass. To Skura. Skura gets to the 45 outside the numbers, and he is stopped by Goodfine, it looks like. And now Westfield, they are going to get the ball back on the punt with 8 minutes left. And that penalty, you keep hearing the boos coming. They keep coming, and this might be it for the Eagles. Trevor Hinkle on to punt.
You know, Westfield can't make a mistake here with 7 minutes and give the ball right back to Zionsville, so they really got to be time conservative here.
Andrew Liskey at the 15-yard line. Hinkle taking the high snap, punts this one away. Bounces to Liskey at the 15. Talking right, takes it up the middle towards the 20, and he is stopped just shy of the 25. Andrew Liskey, an incredible kick returner. In sectional play, he had a kickoff return touchdown against Noblesville. That was last year. This is this year. We have to live in the moment. Jackson Gilbert, an up and down day to say the least. If you look at it from a just unbiased standpoint. 2 interceptions, but a very clutch touchdown to Kendall Garnett to give Westfield the lead. 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks from their own 24. Gilbert hands it off to Garnett. Garnett plowing his way through defenders, and on the left side of the field gets to about the 29-yard line, it looks like. Colton Cooper once again on the tackle. He did have a very clutch sack earlier. Second down and 7 for the Shamrocks. From their own 27. Aaron Bolus motioning right. Gilbert faking to give to him. Gilbert firing deep over the field. He's got Bo Broad at the 40. He's got the catch. He's at the 35. Gets to the Zionsville 30 on the right hash mark before being wrapped up by Max Pasensky. Bo Broad. Big play, Bo. What a beast.
Yeah, we have not said his name tonight, and his name has come up in a big way right now. That is a big play.
He's got a visit scheduled with Miami of Ohio coming up, and that's exactly why. 1st down and 10 for Westfield. At the Zionsville 28, Gilbert taking the snap, handoff up the middle to Garnett. Garnett weaving his way through the defender, still on his feet. Did he get the 1st down? It looks like he did. At the 15-yard line, Kendall Garnett. You cannot bring him down. Beast mode. First and 10 for Westfield at the Zionsville 15. Gilbert taking the snap, handoff up the middle to Garnett. Garnett gets wrapped up for a gain of about 3. It looks like that was Colton Cooper again on the stop. It was also Finn Esley teaming up with Cooper, and Finn Esley, his 4th tackle of the day, I believe, and Esley, just an incredible player to have on that D line. 2nd down 7 for Westfield at the Zionsville 13. Gilbert taking the high snap, keeps it himself left, still on his feet, and he gets a gain of about 1 or 2 before being stopped by Nolan Osterling. And that is going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for Westfield at the 8-yard line. Westfield can put a dagger in it. And you can hear, you might be able to hear it, you could hear just the crowd in general. You can hear it shaking in here. I feel it shaking. 3rd down and 2. Gilbert taking the snap. Handoff up to the middle of the Garnett. Garnett cocking left. He is stopped by a swarm of black and gray. Did he get the first down? I don't think he did. I think he was a yard short. That is a huge clutch play for the Eagles, and that was Christian Barth on the tackle. Barth was injured earlier in the game, but Barth is still in the field, and also still in the field is the Westfield Shamrocks.
Looks like they were going for it.
Yep, going for it. 4th down and 2 at the 8-yard line. 4 up front for the Eagles. Gilbert going for a hard count. Claps his hands for the snap. Doesn't get it. Looks to the sideline. Here we go, baby. Gilbert takes the snap. Handoff up the middle to Garnett. Garnett still on his feet. At the line of scrimmage, he is stopped. I don't think he got it. I think that is going to be a turnover on downs. What a play. That is unbelievable. Kendall Garnett unable to get it up the middle, so he cocks it left, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that means the Zionsville Eagles, with 4:31 left, down 1 with 2 timeouts, they have a shot to win this thing. This is where legends are made here on Friday nights. Shining Stars game. Will the trophy come home to Westfield again, or will Zionsville finally take it back? Murphy taking a snap, hand off to Mana, and Mana gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage by a sea of white, and that includes William Goodvine. And William Goodvine has been so incredible tonight. He has a sack, and he has 3 tackles for loss. I mean, William Goodvine, this is why he's a Division I level player.
Yeah, this is, when we talked to him in week 1, he had the mental game, and he is a good player.
Murphy taking the snap, 2nd down and 10. Dancing in the pocket, pressure coming once again. Vadersar, he's got him in his own end zone, but Murphy gets out of it, escaping the jam, and throws it in the dirt, right sideline at the 20. He was looking for Riley Bumgarner, but Jackson Floyd covered it very well.
That was almost intercepted right there, and that would have been a great interception.
3rd down and 10 for Zionsville. These are the 2 most important plays coming up in the game, because no matter what happens, they're going for it on 4th down. Even at this part of the field, they're going for it. 3:47 left in the 4th quarter. This is such a crucial moment. Less than 4 minutes left. 2 timeouts for the Eagles. 3rd and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming from Vadersar. Gets in his own end zone. Webster getting to him. He has to throw it away. And it's picked off by Hunter Larsh on the tipped pass. And a flag is down. If that's on Zionsville, the penalty definitely will be declined. But Hunter Larsh making the play of the game, possibly. And you could hear a pin drop in this crowd, except for right there. You could hear a pin drop in this crowd. First of all, and that is going to be roughing the passer on the Shamrocks. You have to be kidding me. Zionsville first down. I don't know about that call. I don't know about that call, Callie.
I don't know. I saw him come all the way up the track, Luke Murphy, but I don't know. I think that should have been Westfield ball right there.
I think I don't know what to say right now. I mean, I think they called it on Micah, I believe, or Colton. I didn't see it, but hey, I mean, I'm just a play-by-play commentator. They don't pay me to call the penalties. They just pay me to call the game, or do they? 1st and 10 for Westfield at the 24-yard line. Murphy taking the snap, takes it himself up the middle, gets a gain of about 4 shedding tacklers before being stopped. And that will be a gain of 5 at the 30-yard line. And Hunter, he almost had, I feel bad for Hunter Larsh. He almost had the biggest play of his life, and he's back out on the field on the, he's still on the field, the D-line obviously, but man, it's just unfortunate. The senior, Hunter Larsh. 2nd down and 5 for Zionsville at their own 29-yard line. Still 2 timeouts with 3 minutes left. Murphy taking the snap up the middle. Graybill almost get it, but Murphy gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's got the first down on the right hash mark 35. Sam Bulla wrapped him up, and that is a Zionsville first down at their own 35-yard line. 2:53 left, 2 timeouts. I mean, the nerves are very high. Our producer, he can barely handle it. The nerves are super high.
I'm over here trying to move around because I just can't. These 2 minutes are stressful.
Murphy taking this, that pressure coming. Throws to Hilton on the screen pass right. Gets to the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got the first down before being tripped up by Graybill. Eugene Hilton once again coming up clutch.
Yeah, that was just a short pass, and we have to watch out for him right now in these last 2 minutes.
Eugene Hilton, big play after big play. 3 receivers left for the Eagles. Westfield has 4 up front. Showing blitz, Murphy catches it one hand on the snap, takes it himself, cocking right. Will he get past the line of scrimmage? Outside the numbers at the 50, sheds a tackler before being stopped by a sea of white, including Micah Webster on the right sideline 50. Man, it's hard to bring him down.
It is really hard, but we have to just keep doing what we're doing these last 2 minutes. We can't let them get in field goal range.
No. At the Westfield 49. Second down and 10 at the Westfield 49. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming, has to dance in the pocket again, scrambling, throwing. He's got Bumgarner at the 25, right hash mark. Riley Bumgarner, big play after big play. You have to be kidding me. 1:38 left in this game. 2 timeouts for Zionsville still. In Westfield, they have 2 as well. It might get to a point where they have to start burning them. Two receivers left for the Eagles. Hilton, the lone man right at the 35. Murphy take the snap, hand off to Manna, and Manna gets stopped at around the line of scrimmage by Casey Graybill, it looks like.
They're going to take this time down.
Yep, 1:07 left with the clock still ticking. Just let the clock tick because they can win it with a field goal. And Westfield, like I said, they're going to have to start burning timeouts, and they are burning them. And, man, Westfield, it's been a game of missed opportunities. They had one right there to possibly end it with a Kendall Garnett rushing touchdown, but Garnett is stopped at the line of scrimmage. And then also a Hunter Larsh interception, almost stealing the game, but a penalty is thrown on a very controversial roughing the passer. And Zionsville looking to get a win number 3 on the year, looking to start 3-0, and Westfield moving to 2-1. I mean, this is a rivalry game at its finest. Who is going to bring home the Shining Star Trophy? That is the question. Less than a minute left. 59 seconds. This is absolutely insane. Second down and 10 for the Eagles at the 25-yard line, coming off an incredible play by Riley Bumgarner. You hear the band playing in the background. And on the right hash mark, Zionsville Eagles look to make history. Westfield 4 up front. Murphy taking the snap, hand off the man, and the football's out! It's picked up by Westfield. No, it's not! Wait a second. Who has the football?
It's looking like Zionsville hopped back on that.
I think they did. You cannot be serious. That is unreal. You have to pick that up. You have to dive on it, and Zionsville keeps the football. And Murphy dove on it. I guess props to Luke Murphy, because unlike Cam Newton, he will dive on the football in the clutch situation. Real ones know what I'm talking about, Super Bowl 50. But anyway, this isn't a bad thing after all, though, because this puts Zionsville in a very tough spot with the field goal at the 42-yard line. If, for example, if they had to kick it right here, it would be a 52-yard field goal, I believe, and that's very hard for a high school kicker.
I mean, we wish I went to Westfield, but the nerves are still there with 50 seconds, and it's a 3rd and 22. 3rd and 22. It's going to be hard for them, but defense really got to keep an eye on. Rona's over here jamming out the song, but we can't let an open man here right now with the 3rd and 22, because that's what they're looking like to do.
It's been Riley Bumgarner all night. He's been the guy to really worry about. It hasn't been Eugene Hilton, but even though Eugene has been great.
Yeah, we can't let Wrigley or Eugene get out.
3rd and 22 for Zionsville at the Westfield 37. This crowd is hyped. This is where legends are made. Murphy taking the snap. Pressure coming up the middle from Bola. Gets it out of the screen pass. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage by a sea of white. That will bring up 4th down. And will Zionsville kick it? That is the question. That was Ryan Skura again. No gain. 4th down and 22 for Zionsville. Do they kick it or do they go for a deep shot? Either way, this play is the game.
Oh my gosh, I'm on my, my nerves are really high right now with these 40 seconds. This is the most exciting game we'll probably have all year, basically.
Maybe. And you see this chair? We have this chair set up here. We're not sitting down. I'm going to take this chair. It's going down. Oh, I broke it. I broke the chair. I broke the chair. It's okay.
The chair was already broken. Sorry, Zionsville.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Whew. Anyway, we don't need that chair. It's over. We're standing up. That was such a loud bang. You probably heard it.
The downstairs probably did not like that in the press box.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on top of the press box, so everyone down there is like, what is going on up there? All right, here we go. 4th down and 20. And they are going to kick the field goal. Here we go, baby. Trevor Hinkle, the biggest field goal of his life. It looks like it's going to be a 54-yard attempt on the left hash mark.
Oh, I don't know if I can watch it.
Here we go. 54-yard attempt on the left hash mark. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up, and it is no good! It's no good! It's no good! The Westfield Shamrocks are going to escape with an 11th straight Shining Stars championship game win. Are you kidding me?
You saw the crowd for Zionsville. They thought it went in. The crowd for Zionsville was ready to storm, but the crowd just got loaded the feet when those refs did a no good symbol.
In Westfield, Zionsville has 2 timeouts. I'm sure Westfield's just going to run the football and end this ball game. Westfield escaping in yet another nail-biter. The game of the century for a 2nd straight week.
And the crowd really just cleared out here for Zionsville.
Wide right. That kick sailed. Gilbert taking a knee. Victory formation. And with 30 seconds left, the clock still ticks. Westfield, they only need to snap it one more time, I believe.
It's going to be another 1-point victory in the last 2 games, Westfield's only won by 1 point. So let's hopefully next week against Zionsville, it's not as stressful as it is tonight.
And this Westfield crowd on the other end, this student section, as hyped as we've ever seen. And Zionsville head for the exit. And the Westfield Shamrocks, for the 11th straight year, take home the Shining Stars Trophy. The Westfield Shamrocks get a huge win in a rivalry game. And this was the game of the century.
I could have not asked for a better game to call with you, Rowan. And this game had me on my feet the whole entire game. And I am just can't wait for Westfield's season to continue.
In an event that seemed like a movie for the Westfield Shamrocks, they wrote their own Hollywood ending, and they put a nail in the coffin with that missed field goal. The Westfield Shamrocks escape with a big-time win, and they move to 3-0, taking on the Noblesville Millers at home next week. Folks, my goodness, I want to thank everyone that tuned in. This is incredible. But Callie, before we go, who is your player of the game?
Okay, I have 2. I'm going to go offense, defense, Kendall Garnett and Sam Bola. They showed out tonight, and we could have not probably won without them.
That is an incredible pick, and I'm going to have to agree. Kendall Garnett, 3 touchdowns, including, he had 3 touchdowns, including the receiving touchdown. Then Sam Bola got involved with 4 sacks and the strip sack. But an underrated pick is Alex Arambolas. Without that sack, I really don't think we might not win this game. And I also want to give a quick shout out though to Bo Braun, who had an incredible play to get Westfield inside Zionsville territory, and Westfield got the go-ahead touchdown. Folks, oh man, I don't know what to say. It's been quite a night. As we have an orange moon, I mean, everything has come to fruition for Westfield. Everything they said they were going to do, they're going to do it. As head coach Jake Gilbert will hold up the Shining Stars Trophy for an 11th straight year. But before we go, I'd like to thank you, Callie, for coming on with me. Just enjoy this wild game.
Rowan, you are a great person to call next to, but this game, I would have not wanted to miss this game. The excitement had me on my feet the entire game.
Yep, I would also like to thank our producer, Alan. He was running the camera tonight and doing producing. He was incredible, as always. Without Alan, there is no show, quite frankly.
We love
and as
Alan.
we see a huddle at midfield for the Shamrocks as they are celebrating, and for the Eagles, it's going to be a sleepless night. And that could be the case for Westfield, but in just another way. It's just a positive way for Westfield. Folks, I do want to thank producer Alan as well, but I would like to thank you, the viewer. Without you, there is no show. We can't do this without you. Over 400 of you tuned in tonight, and that's incredible. I'm Rowan Elbert. Good night, Westfield.